Hi guys, sorry I can't be at your lesson today. This is just a quick overview of what you are going to do. The teacher will be required to stop and start the video so that you have got time to do the work. So from last lesson we are using this rhythm grid. If you didn't get it written down last lesson, then there are a pile of these at the front of the class. When I have done talking, you can pause this section and fill it in. Make sure you've stuck these sheets in as well. So I'm just going to quickly go through the names, nicknames and lengths of all of these notes. So our first note is just a round circle like this. It is called a semi-breve and it lasts for 4 beats. So I would hold the note down for 4 beats and go 1, 2, 3, 4. The next note is a circle like this, but then we give it a stick. That is called a minim, which lasts for 2 beats. And I'll hold it down for 2 beats, so I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We give that the nickname of soup. So soup, soup. If you see that on your sheet, then you know that it looks like this. The next one down is coloured in with a stick, and that is called a crotchet, which lasts for 1 beat. A crotchet has the nickname of tea. Tea, 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 tea. So if I mix these two up, I could go tea, tea, soup, or soup, tea, tea. The next one down, I've got 2 halves joined together, so to make 1. On their own they are worth 0.5, so I'm just going to put in brackets here. I'm going to draw one on its own, and on its own it looks like this, it's got a tail. But to make it easier for us in year 7 and 8, we do 2 of them and we join them together. That is called a quaver, its actual name, but its nickname is coffee. So coffee, 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 coffee. And then the last one, I've got 4 notes joined up. On its own they would look like this with 2 tails. That is called a semiquaver, and on its own it's worth 0.25 or a quarter, but 4 of them joined together with 2 beams equal 1. And the nickname for that is drinking chocolate. And I don't say chocolate, I say chocolate, like this. Put a little dash in there because I'm missing out one of the letters. The bottom one just mixes 2 of these and 1 of these, and it's called a drinking fee. We don't use that much yet, we will use it towards the end of the project. So pause the video now if you have not filled in one of these sheets yet, and fill one of these in and then stick them in. The glue sticks are in the purple drawer at the side of the room. So we're going to play bingo, and I want one person to give out the bingo cards first of all. You're all going to get a bingo card like this, which has got 5 rhythms on. All of the rhythms add to 4 beats, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've all got a bingo card and a pen, you can play bingo with one person sat at the front reading out the bingo cards. So for example, this rhythm we would say nicknames. It would go soup, coffee, tea, and then the next one would go tea, drinking chocolate, tea, tea, and then we go on from there and move on all the way through. If you have one of the rhythms, you get your pen and you just put a little cross in the box of the card that you've got. When you've got all 5, say bingo, come at the front, the person can check it, and then if you have got your bingo and you have won, you can get merits. You can have a couple of games as normal, and then once you have had a couple of games where the person reading them out reads it and then shows the class, after that then have a 3rd game, read it out, but don't show everyone. So you'll have to do it quietly and you'll have to do it really slowly. You might have to read each card twice. Okay, so that's up to 3 games of that. So pause the video now and go and have some fun playing some games of bingo. Once you have finished with the games of bingo, you're going to go back to this sheet and you're going to need a pencil. And you are going to write your own 4-beat rhythms. So in each of these boxes, I would like 4 beats. And it can be anything. So I could go coffee, which is a half and a half, so that's 1. Tea, which is 1. Drinking chocolate, which is a quarter, red, quarter, red, quarter, quarter, which is 1. And then tea, which is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go soup, coffee, drinking chocolate. 4 beats each. And I know I'm going quite fast, but you'll easily really pick these up, okay? You just have to have a go. I don't want drinking chocolate, drinking chocolate, drinking chocolate, drinking chocolate. And I also don't want soup, soup, because you're all better than that. You can do some really difficult rhythms if you put your mind to it. If you are trying to aim for a higher level, you can try and include this one at the bottom, which is a drinking fee. So it's drinking fee, drinking fee. Okay, you can try and include one of them. And that whole thing adds to 1 beat. Once you've done all 4 of these, can you please stick it in your books? If you don't finish, please put it inside your book anyway. You can stick it in, we can finish it off next lesson. Okay.